Every genre has its hidden corners, but reggae's shadows are particularly deep. Born from ska and rocksteady, reggae found its voice in the 1960s Kingston streets and spread to the world through battered 45 seconds. The household names Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Toots became global icons. But behind the spotlight lies another story of obscure tracks, forgotten singles, and records that never escape small circles of collectors, DJs, and diehard fans. Tonight, we dive into 20 obscure reggae songs from the 60s and 70s you've probably never heard of. Songs that shaped the culture, carried secret histories, and deserve a second listen.
If you buy a stick, it make you slick now. If you buy a off, it make you call.
Alton Ellis is often remembered as one of the first singers to define the reggae beat. But with Cool Collie, he also became one of the first to sing openly about marijuana.
Don't take it so hard.
This was 1967. Jamaica was still a conservative society. Singing about collie weed was bold, even dangerous. The song wasn't just about getting high.
What a cool collie.
It reflected Rastafarian philosophy, where ganja was sacrament, a tool for meditation. Recorded at federal studios, you can hear the rough edge of early reggae rhythm, not quite ska, not quite the roots sound of the 70s, but something in between.
See, no. What a cool collie.
Though it never reached mainstream success, Cool Collie laid the foundation for later ganja anthems like Marley's Kaya and Tosh's Legalize It.
Alright, CEtrends fam, let's keep it real. We're pouring our hearts into bringing you the best celebrity news and music deep dives. What? Check it. A massive 98% of you aren't subscribed yet. Subscribing is how you can truly support us, helping us grow and create even better content. If you're vibing with what we do, take a sec to hit that subscribe button. It's free and makes a huge difference. Plus, ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's flip that 98% and build this CEtrends family together. Your support is everything.
Slim Smith's voice was a fragile instrument, soaring, emotional, almost human. His track, Rougher Yet, is a heart-breaking cry, full of raw pain. Smith was one of reggae's greatest what-if stories. He began with the Uniques, but his solo career revealed a tortured genius. Sadly, his personal struggles, depression, erratic behavior, and eventually his tragic early death prevented him from reaching international recognition. Listening to Rougher Yet, you can hear a man laying his soul bare on tape. Many producers have remixed and versioned this rhythm, but the original remains one of the most powerful recordings of the late 60s. It sounds silly at first, a donkey ride, but like much of Jamaican music, this song is layered with double meaning. Ride Your Donkey became a dancehall favorite, playful and cheeky, but it also reflected Jamaica's tradition of wordplay and coded language. The tenors were never as big as the Wailers, but on Kingston sound systems, this tune was unbeatable. Imagine sweaty late-night street parties, giant speakers, and the whole crowd singing along. Outside Jamaica, it remained too quirky to break through, but to collectors, it's a gem. Derek Morgan was a legend of ska, but with Moon Hop, he stepped fully into reggae's new sound. Recorded at the height of the space race, the track felt futuristic and strange, echoing Kingston's fascination with global pop culture. In Britain, this single quietly planted seeds. A decade later, bands like Madness and The Specials would revive ska and reggae in the UK, directly citing Morgan's influence. Moon Hop is a bridge between eras from Kingston street parties to Britain's two-tone movement. Before the pioneers found international fame with Let Your Year Be Year, they gave us Jackpot. It's pure joy in musical form, bouncy rhythms, playful harmonies. Produced by Joe Gibbs, the track shows reggae as a dance-first music, before roots and politics took over. DJs loved it, especially in London, where Trojan Records was just beginning to flood the market with Jamaican singles. But without a major push, Jackpot stayed a cult favorite rather than a global hit. Errol Dunkley was barely a teenager when he recorded this track, but his voice had wisdom beyond his years. The song is soft, soulful, almost doo-wop in style, a reminder that reggae grew not just from ska, but also from American R&B carried over Jamaican radio. Though Dunkley would later gain recognition, this song remains hidden outside collector circles. For those who find it, it's like stumbling onto a love letter from reggae's childhood. Few songs capture working-class Jamaica better than this. The train wasn't just metaphor, it was real. Workers took trains daily to plantations and factories. The Ethiopians turned that grind into music. Recorded with a shaky rhythm section, the song feels almost chaotic, but that looseness was part of its charm. In the UK, Trojan pressed it onto compilation albums, where it became a favorite of mods and skinheads. Still, it never reached the same recognition as other Ethiopian hits, making it one of reggae's overlooked cultural time capsules. Clancy Eccles was a political thinker, one of the first to connect reggae with Jamaica's turbulent social movements. But Feel the Rhythm is different. It's a pure dance tune, light-hearted and fun. Behind the scenes, Eccles was organizing artists into unions, fighting for better rights against exploitative producers. This dual identity, political activist and party starter, makes him one of reggae's most fascinating figures. Yet Feel the Rhythm is rarely mentioned, last between his bigger protest anthems. This instrumental may sound like an upsetter's cut, and that's because it basically is. The Hippie Boys featured Aston family man Barrett and his brother Carlton, who would later become the backbone of Bob Marley's Wailers. Napoleon's solo is heavy, hypnotic, almost dub-like before dub had a name. Lee Scratch Perry would soon recruit the Hippie Boys for his experiments, and this track is the blueprint. A collector's holy grail, and one of the purest glimpses into reggae's transition from dance music to sound system science. Max Romeo is remembered for the scandalous Wet Dream, but before that, he sang Buy You a Rainbow, a sweet, innocent love song, almost too sweet. My love for you, baby. Produced with a polished pop feel, it never fit the gritty Kingston sound of the time. Radio DJs passed on it, favoring harder tracks. But today, it's fascinating proof that reggae's bad boys sometimes tried to play crooner, and that the genre flirted with pop sensibilities long before the 1980s crossover era.
You know, bro, there's just something magical about listening to a reggae album on vinyl. The warmth of the sound, the ritual of dropping the needle on the record. It's a whole different vibe that digital just can't match. And if you've ever wanted to get into that classic vinyl sound, but didn't know where to start, I've got you covered. I've been checking out this Victrola Bluetooth portable suitcase turntable. It's the perfect way to get started with vinyl. You just pop it open, put on a classic album like Bob Marley's Exodus or Toots and the Maytals' funky Kingston, and let the groove take over. The best part is, it's a suitcase design, so you can literally take your reggae vibes anywhere to the backyard, a friend's place, or just move it from room to room. And it even has Bluetooth, so you can stream music from your phone when you're not spinning records. It's the best of both worlds. This is a great starting point for any fan who wants to feel the foundation of the groove in a whole new way. If you're interested in grabbing one for yourself, I've put a link to it in the description below. Clicking that link and buying one is an awesome way to support the channel and help us keep bringing you more deep dives into the music we all love. So go check it out, and let's get back to the countdown.
Everyone knows Israelites, but Eccentricity was nearly as successful in Jamaica and the UK. A cheeky warning song about deception, it carried Decca's playful storytelling style. In Britain, it charted, riding the Trojan wave, but Israelites overshadowed everything. Today, Eccentricity is rarely played outside collector circles, but it deserves recognition as one of Decca's smartest, funniest recordings. One of the most important reggae songs ever recorded, but oddly underplayed compared to Pressure Drop or Monkey Man. The story is legendary. Toots Hibbert had been jailed for marijuana possession. 50 for 46 was his prison number. The song isn't just catchy, it's history. It gave voice to the criminalization of Jamaican youth, many targeted for their Rastafarian beliefs. In hindsight, this was one of the first reggae songs to carry a political message directly into the dance hall. While the Tide is High was later covered by Blondie, On the Beach remained hidden.
Holding hands together and laughing, and all then we'll dance.
A romantic ode to Kingston's shoreline parties, it's pure vocal harmony magic.
Say the man to the bartender.
The Paragons embodied Rocksteady's sweetness, and On the Beach captures a carefree Jamaica before the turbulence of the 70s. For those who know it, the song is nostalgia on vinyl.
To tell you I never felt this way.
A ghostly track led by Slim Smith's fragile voice. It's one of the first reggae songs to emphasize space and mood qualities that would later define Dub and Roots. The rhythm became legendary in studios, recycled by countless producers, but the original remains unmatched in emotional power.
You're thinking, you've got me thinking.
Listening today, it feels like a haunted conversation between reggae's past and future. Lee Perry's genius was Eccentricity. Return of Django was built like a spaghetti western reggae tune. It sounded nothing like Marley's polished work, and yet it reached the UK top 10. Perry filled it with sound effects, strange textures, and wild energy. In many ways, this was the seed of dub experimentation. But once Perry moved deeper into Black Ark mysticism, Return of Django was left as a strange, forgotten artifact of his early madness.
Yes, I gotta wonder.
A big track in the UK's Trojan Records catalogue, but almost invisible outside reggae fan bases.
Yes, treading our earth.
Its heavy bass line and defiant lyrics captured the unrest of the 1970s, when economic struggle and youth frustration were boiling over in Jamaica.
I want to know.
The Maytals never hit Marley level fame, but madness proved they could match any group for energy.
You don't remember that? Know that you turn big shot.
This is where reggae as we know it truly began.
I want tonight.
Perry broke away from his mentor Coxsone Dodd and launched his own sound, literally slowing the tempo, layering unusual sounds, and even adding a baby's cry into the mix.
You're lucky to have rice and peas.
It was the birth of reggae's experimental spirit and a direct diss track aimed at Dodd. Perry didn't just make music, he invented worlds. This single-handedly gave a genre its name. Ellis, the godfather of Rocksteady, recorded this as Jamaica transitioned from ska to slower bass-driven grooves. Yet despite its historical weight, casual reggae listeners often don't know it exists. Imagine the very blueprint for reggae's foundation, hidden in plain sight. Most people only know the disco cover by Boney M, but the original was a haunting hymn of exile and faith, rooted in Psalm 137. Sung in Kingston's Federal Studios, it captured the spiritual depth of reggae before roots reggae was even a phrase. For Rastafarians, this wasn't just a song, it was scripture set to rhythm.
All right, CEtrends fam, let's keep it real. We're pouring our hearts into bringing you the best celebrity news and music deep dives. But check it, a massive 98% of you aren't subscribed yet. Subscribing is how you can truly support us, helping us grow and create even better content. If you're vibing with what we do, take a sec to hit that subscribe button. It's free and makes a huge difference. Plus, ring that notification bell so you never miss out. Let's flip that 98% and build this CEtrends family together. Your support is everything.
Our number one pick comes once again from Lee Perry's orbit. Return of Django charted in the UK, powered by spaghetti western vibes and Perry's wild imagination. It blended Jamaican roots with international pop culture references, foreshadowing reggae's global journey. Yet, outside collectors, few mention it today. A hidden gem that proved reggae could cross borders long before Bob Marley carried it to stadiums worldwide. If you enjoyed this episode, then go watch this video.